Have you ever feel like you're putting all this effort and everything else, everything you can actually do, and you think you're doing completely great, and after putting all of this effort, you're actually noticing that nobody notices anything? For example, you post a video or start a new business or hit the gym and stuff like that, and just like this, quiet. There is nothing, no applause, nothing, no likes, no validations, just you doing your thing, and you actually starting to ask yourself a question: is it actually matter? And this is what I kind of want to talk about today. It's being consistent when nobody's watching, because this is exactly where the real growth happens. You see, everyone's kind of like the idea of consistency and being consistent with whatever you do. It doesn't matter what you do, but whatever you do, basically, you want to be consistent. And everyone thinking that consistency is actually this thing which helps you with everything. But nobody real talks how lonely this can actually feels. And whatever you're trying to do, whatever you start, for example, a new YouTube channel like I just did a few months ago now, whatever that is, again, it might be brand, maybe something different, and it's always exciting at first, right? You have this idea, you have everything you kind of want to do in your head. You want to become someone, you want to just achieve some sorts of goals and stuff like that, and you got the motivation, you got the ideas, you got the energy to do certain things. But then a few weeks go by and the numbers completely doesn't move. You're not achieving what you want to achieve and what you really planned. And even if they do, the results are not usually as quick as you would expect them to be. Basically not as fast as you hope. And this is actually the moment when a lot of people quitting. A lot of people quitting gyms, a lot of people quitting making the YouTube videos and everything else, because they feel like nothing's actually matter. And it's not because they cannot do or they cannot achieve their goals. It's mostly because they feel unseen. Makes sense? And a good example of me, I was trying to make the videos on two different channels and stuff, working on behind the scenes and everything else, because let's face it, I don't have an editor. I'm completely new. I'm gonna do everything myself. So all this work which I put, and then no one's watching, or the numbers are not there where I want them to be. But the truth is that actually that time when you do those things, it actually should matter the most, because that season, that period of time when you're building everything, it's actually the matter the most, and it builds you. And we all go through a quiet seasons. Doesn't matter what we do again, gym, whatever thing you might think of. There is a moment when it's just quiet and there is no yet results. There is no clapping. There is no hey, I see you and stuff like that. But it's also the season which is most important, because you're learning the discipline which you trying to make, and you're building what's most important is you're building the habits, and those habits will make you steady when the success actually will come. Because in case of the, for example, YouTube video which I'm talking about at this moment, when the moment will comes, when people actually will starting to watching the videos, you will be ready, because that discipline will help you, and those habits which you gain through all this time. And you already have the work ethic, the mindset, the consistency, and something which is the most important, which I mentioned on one or two videos earlier, that you're actually not doing this. You're not doing this for them. You're doing that for yourself, to prove something to yourself. So how do you think you can stay consistent even when it feels like no one else cares? First one, focus on progress, not attention. Even small steps forward actually counts. Step 2, remember actually why you start this. If it helps, write it down and read it when you're gonna forget. Number 3, celebrate those little wins, even if no one else does. Why? Because you actually show up, you create something out of nothing, and that's actually really matters, and it's huge. And number 4, you have to understand that consistency isn't about being perfect at all. It's kind of about showing up again, even if you messed something up completely. And you have to remember that missing a day of something doesn't make you a failure, okay? Complete quitting does. So if you're watching this, actually, and if you think about yourself as unseen person, unheard, or like your work actually doesn't matter, I promise you it does. Because whatever you kind of do, it's kind of planting the seeds in the soil and when the time comes, they will grow and you will see the results later. And when that moment comes, actually, in creating the YouTube channel, again, my own perspective, when the actually people find you, I hope they go in to say, wow, you're doing this for a while, but you will know then that you were consistent long before they actually discovered you. And keep doing what you're doing, even if no one's watching, especially then. And if I hit home, drop a comment below and tell me what you're working on right now, even if no one's watching. Like this video, give it thumbs up if it gives you a little push, and subscribe maybe for more real talks like this. I'm Chris, and I will see you on the next one. Take care.